Guys, welcome back to my channel, and yeah, I'm back again with a brand new video. And I think you have guessed it from the title. It's about my exam reviews, that is biology and maths. Yeah, I'm a pcmb student, and just to let you know, both the papers just fucked me. It was like, bro, like I it took me like I was having post grief. Like I was having post grief episode after this giving this paper. First, it was biology, which gave me a lot of grief. After which, I may thought that math will be not that much disastrous, but math just also showed me this. Both the papers that ISC set in 2026 for biology and maths, I would say it's the worst, like the worst that would happen. Like, even if math was not totally, like, it was not totally hard, but the point, like, at least 12 marks was disastrous. And upon that, I also had made a lot of mistakes, which I will reveal in the like in the next few minutes. But yeah, it was so bad, guys. I was like literally in so much grief, and I was like guilt tripped that why didn't I study and all. But to be honest, I did study. And from biology and maths was like better, and I scored 97 out of 100. Can you imagine, in pre-boards? But to like be fair, in our pre-boards we were given the specimen, and the specimen paper of ISC council, and which I solved pretty easily because I like solved it out before, so it was very easy for me. But then I will tell you what kind of marks I'm expecting from this. Like, the person who got 97 out of 100 in pre-boards is now expecting what in maths. Okay, first let me go down to biology. Bro, what the freaking paper is this? Like, ISC council, are you guys drunk or something? Like, what paper is this, bro? I expected at least biology to be easy. Physics and math, I was like, okay, fine, hard, whatever. But biology, bro, this was my scoring subject for my best top 4. What the fuck is this? These questions, like, oh my god. Section A was tough as hell. At least I was expecting, a little bit of repeated patterns or repeated questions that they ask. But like, the questions were so tricky, and they asked questions from the parts which they don't usually touch. Okay, this whole 10 years and all those things is a rubbish, because you may get just one or two common. Rather than that, if you just do 10 years and come, that this paper is just gonna fuck you. It's no use, because I did not even follow PYQ repetition pattern, anything. It was like I will give what the hell I want. And now, like, I made a mistake in this one. I don't know what the answer is, because the answer, I never heard of it. Like, in my book, I've never read about it. And you guys know what kind of thickness that book holds, like this much thick. Okay, do ISC expect us to like read each and every page and then remember it? I don't think so. I cannot, bro. I just cannot. And then, like, this one was still kind of okayish. Then this one, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I just somewhat made something like that. Cell mediated immunity or something like that. I just made and wrote. And this one, I thought I did a mistake. Then I came home and I was like shocked to see that I did correct in this, because I had this PDF where the scientist name was written, and I had seen that before, just before I went to give the exam. And accordingly enough, I read this word somewhere. And in an exam hall where I was writing this paper, bro, I literally took 30 minutes just to remember this name. And then at the end, I was like, I don't remember it. I just guessed something. Some scientist name came in my mind, and then I just wrote it. And then I came back and I checked that, okay, it's good. And then this all I made and wrote. Yeah, whatever. It was like, okay-ish. Like, it was still, yeah, moderate, not that bad, but still not that good. Like, I expected 95 plus or something. No, it's not gonna be 95 plus anyway. Oh yeah, and this one, I made a mistake. It was Alexander van Humboldt, but I wrote Alexander D. Humboldt. Now I don't know if IHC would give me marks for that, because it's a scientist name, of course. I made a mistake in the middle name, but yeah, who cares? I don't know. It's ended, bus. Yeah. Then this one is total okay, and this one was kind of tricky, but I tried to remember what happened, what is the answer. I did not check the answer yet, so I don't know if it's correct or not. So let's just not see that. I don't want to check my answer because I'm gonna be even more grief because oh my god, I cannot. Okay, this one was okay, kind of okay. I chose this one because this one, I guess, the only question that came from PYQ and stuff. Other than that, I don't see. Okay, so this one I wrote, and this one I wrote. Then this one I was unsure about what that was, but then I wrote promoter reason with sigma factor, and then I guess I checked this answer, and it was right. So I hopefully I get marks for that. And this one I attempted this and this both, and this exam was kind of okayish. I guess I'm expecting 80 plus or something like that. I don't know. I just hope IC gives us grace marks and marks for attempting. Okay, now let's compare biology with maths. So biology paper went okay. It was hard. It was bad. But maths was more worst. This was still okay. I still expect to score 80 plus or maybe even 85 plus. Bro, maths. Now, when you're a PCMB student and you have just got 2 days to revise 20 plus chapters and do sample papers, PYQs, everything, then what the hell do you expect? Like, maths, I was still expecting council to show some mercy because there are some PCMB students who's going to give this exam as well as this. So, at least make it moderate to certain level, right? Give some PYQs, repeat some PYQs or something like that. And like the scoring portions, okay, the scoring part where people do easily score, like okay fine, if you give something very hard of an integration or something like that is fine, but why make it hard on the easy topics? Like I don't want to even talk about the MCQ questions because my MCQ was disastrous. Most of them were wrong. Firstly, I tried to do few MCQ, and that went good, nice. But then at the end moment, I thought I just left few here because I could not get the answer right there. I forgot the formulas because in 2 days, what do you expect? I did see all the formulas and stuff. I did see these things, but then in the next day, I did not have the time to revise it all over again because the next day I was, seeing the concept of maxima minima, that is AOD. And I was like reading every formulas and stuff, triangle, rectangle, inscribed in a circle, in a sphere, and whatever. Like, because it comes right in the specimen, the pattern is there that whether two options are there. One is for maximum minima, increase and decreasing, and another is just the shape thing. You have to find AOD. Like, every year it comes like that. So I was expecting that, and that was like 6 markers. So I was doing that because rather than the MCQ, I need the 6 marks, which are guaranteed. And also, I practiced Bayes theorem, probability. When I studied the PYQ and stuff in 2 days, think I put it a lot of time in them because I knew that they're gonna hold more marks, like 6 marks, 4 marks, and something like that, right? So I did. I invested my time on that. Here, a lot of MCQs are wrong, and I feel devastated that I checked. But bro, it's so bad. This two are wrong. This is somehow I did this, and this one I left half done. I just hope please IC council give me marks on it, please. And then this one I did okay. The middle portion was easy for me. It was like it happened smoothly. It just started this, okay, this one is all done, good. Okay, yeah, it was like up to this it was fine except for the MCQs. Okay, fine. I was like, okay, fine, this is a moderate level question, it's okay. Then I come to this, like, what the fuck is this? You know what? I don't know if it's easy or hard, but for me it was hard because in each and every sample paper I just skipped these kinds of questions because it was a or, because it was given in a optional way that whether do this or another question with the diagram based questions. AOD, right? So I always solved that one because I thought I would attempt that one only. But then I just saw that, oh my god, it's compulsory and there is no or, but rather they gave or in what, 4 marks a question? Bro, I don't need here. I need an option right there. Why not give an option right there? And I couldn't even figure out. I was like panicking, and my time management was so worst. And I was like, try to do this, but it didn't happen. So what I did is I just took this. I did it I just differentiated once. I differentiated twice, and then I took out the points 2 on 4. I just left it there, and I think I tried to bring out some minimum or maximum minimum or whatever. I don't know, but I just hope at least they give me some marks for attempting this. At least 2 marks or 3 marks out of 6, please. I know I'm expecting too much, but still, I need that to pass because I'm gonna tell you what My condition is my marks calculation. This one's still fine. I got this common, bro. I don't know what happened, but integration, everything I got common, and I practiced the most is integration. That was just 9 marks, which is not sufficient for me to pass. Okay, then this one. What the hell is this? Where is the Bayes theorem? Like, even if Bayes theorem is given, bro, that time with this panic and this pressure when I was reading this question, nothing came into my mind. Just this one, where I knew that, oh my, this is a condition probability, but then also A intersection B that I took the referred to as the events. I could not find the intersection F and the intersection B. Like, I was so blank at that moment. My mind was rushing that, bro, after this I even need to do section C wala portion. And then I just don't know, I just scribbled something out and I somehow just did all those like ulta pulta, and like I know it's wrong, but still I did this just for attempting. And then this differentiation, like differential equation, I attempted this, in which one sided this side integration it came, but the second side it like it, I got stuck somewhere, but which I realized later that it would have been a partial fraction. But that time I forgot. I was like literally panicking, so I just left it there. So out of 6, at least I hope for 3.5 or 3, something like that. I just hope it's become 3.5, please, because I did not got the answer. It's fine, but I just showed a whole page of steps, so I still expect a 3 or 3.5. Please, IC Council, if you cannot be that merciful, why give this paper? And then section C. Okay, let me be honest, guys. Section C was easy, and we could see some repetitions of PYQs, but in this section, I am only disappointed in myself, not in ISC Council, because this was a graph question and this was pretty simple, pretty easy. And I took out the constants, I took out the coordinates, I plot the graph, but guess what? I totally, like, we have to see, right, 0 is less than that. Like, there is this statement, whatever constant we create, after creating the constant we're going to see if it's true or false. So there was this statement that 0 is less than 576 or something, and I thought that's false. 0 is not, like, that was like in my panic mode, bro. I feel so bad after that exam that I came, like the last whole day, the last whole night. So not the whole, yeah, whatever. This after exam, when I realized this mistake, I was like grieving over this so bad. I was like, I was crying and stuff, and I had to hear a lot of stuff from my parents because it did not go well, guys. It did not go well. Like, the thing that I solved maybe will give me 32 marks or something like that, and this one, and this one is the wrong only. This is 4 marks, and then this one is also wrong. So in 15 marks, which could have been guaranteed, I scored 10. And I just hope that there at least they'll give me 4 marks, and at least 2 marks, because I took out the constants, I made the constants, and I then took out the coordinates from the constant. So 1 mark for each. I just hope, please, please, because other than that, if I say how much scoring for me totally, I don't even feel like I'm going to get 75 out of 100, which is like the aggregate that you need to give competitive exams, like some competitive exams. And then even if I don't qualify a competitive exam, then I won't get a college if I don't score good in maths, and if I don't get a good percentage in it individually. I was like so frustrated the last night. It was so hell for me. Each and every second I was crying, because think, the whole year the student is doing maths, studying maths. I have put in a lot of effort in this subject, a lot. Okay, in my class I scored the highest. The teachers had a lot of expectation from me, even my parents, even I myself had a lot of expectation. But like, the 2 days were sufficient for me. I could not, had the time to see the continuity and differentiability. I just went to give my exam with muscle memory, because I have solved a lot of question back then. But just, you have to understand, even if I did a lot of some, the last moments are very crucial. If the last moments we cannot do the things one more time, then it just does not click. When I was writing the paper, sometimes I felt like that I forgot these things, and I think that's the reason I made a lot of mistakes in the MCQs, because those things were not recollecting like in my memory, and it was like not that great. So I expected IC Council at least to give us max to max 5 days, because I don't think that much amount of time was required for biology. I guess 9 days we got. At least they should have thought about PCMB students and give us at least 5 days. I'm not even asking for 13 days like the PCM students got, or arts and whatever. at least 5 days. It would have been enough for me to just go through the things thoroughly. Like, expect what do you expect me to do in 2 days? Like, I went through pyqs how much I could, and then I went through sample papers. Like, I was literally gambling everything, like, just seeing this, seeing that, seeing that. I tried my best, but then it wasn't that great. It was not that great, and I don't know what else to expect. But I'm gonna just expect that they give us grace, and they give me marks for attempting, because it was, for me, I would say it was unfair. Now my people many say that you did not study the whole year, so this and that. Well, I would say that even if I study the whole damn year, and I would say I did study, I have scored maths, and in maths the highest from the in class 11th, in class 12th, in half yearly, everything, half yearly pre-boards, I have scored the highest. But then this paper, like, I expected, like, the marks distribution did not go like I planned. That 12 marks I prepared for those chapters particularly, and those were the hardest. Like, if you see other papers, other year, like back past year's paper, then there you can easily find the question that this is probability, this is Bayes theorem, where we need to give, I don't know what kind of tricky question did they give in the 6 marker question. That also they could have given in 2 marker questions or 4 marker question, but 6 marker, two, like 12 marks questions they give, so tricky. And then also they give us just 2 days to prepare. That I feel like is unfair. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel like unfair. And this literally made me go on depression mode for a long time. And now that's why I did not upload videos. I was like, I cannot handle this, and I was feeling so bad. My teachers were asking me how my exam went, but what am I supposed to say him? My math teacher, like, he had a lot of expectation from me that I'm gonna score good, at least 90%, maybe even 95 plus. But like today when he called and he asked me how was my paper, I could not even reply him nicely. That I was just, this is where I made mistake. And the most mistake the most bad I felt was where in section C, where the graph was easy and I still could not, because of some silly mistake, I just made the whole damn graph worst, and I lost my marks there, which I would have like gained at least 14 marks guaranteed, but I could not. So I would say it was not the best paper. Maths was worse than biology. And I hope that the way you're giving this hard paper, the checking should also be lenient, because if not, I don't know whether I'm gonna even pass or not in maths with some good, percentage, because otherwise I have to give the improvement test, and if I don't get the aggregates for the competitive exam. So just please try to, I'm just getting emotional saying this, because I've been holding this back, I'm not seeing these things for a long time. But then I thought, let's just make the video, because what else, what's done is done. So yeah, comment down below your, how is your exam, guys. That's all. That was my review. It wasn't bad, like it wasn't good, like it was extremely bad. I just hope my result does not go down for this.